Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and the Hulk may have a future in the MCU after all, with new details coming out about the SheHulk series on Disney+. And for once, these details weren't spoiled by Mark Ruffalo saying too much in an interview.
Wait till you see this next one. Everybody dies. Dude. Not everybody.
Real liability.
He gets married in this.
Some speculation suggested Stephanie Beatriz would be a great choice for SheHulk, Jennifer Walters, but after Beatriz shot down the rumors, currently Glow actor Allison Brie is the Walters of the week. But beyond these casting rumors, production details have leaked the precise way SheHulk will connect to the Hulk as we know him currently in the MCU. And that answer slams the door wide open for where they could go with the Hulk franchise in the future. Spoiler warning in case you consider widely available news, spoilers, and hearing someone talk about it ruins your life. Okay, we just learned that the working title for the SheHulk series is Libra, a reference to the astrological sign depicted with scales as a reference to Jennifer Walters' career as an attorney. The casting notice the show is released seeking its SheHulk actress reads, SheHulk is a lawyer and cousin of Bruce Banner, whose emergency blood transfusion from Bruce empowers her with Hulk-like abilities. So yeah, the takeaway here is that they are adapting the original origin story for Jennifer Walters, who in the comics is a cousin to Bruce Banner. Her legal involvement with a criminal case leads to her getting shot and losing a lot of blood, but Bruce gives her a transfusion, and his gamma-irradiated blood transforms her into the SheHulk, which she gets pissed. But Jen has more control over her transformations, and unlike Banner, she typically stays in SheHulk form, practicing law and fighting alongside the Avengers and other Marvel heroes. The fact that Marvel Studios is sticking with this Hulk blood origin as the explanation for Jen's powers is significant, because previously the science of MCU Hulk has been a bit muddy. In Avengers Endgame, Smart Hulk explained his fusion with some vague mushmouthing about spending 18 months in the Gamma Lab.
I put the brains and the
Big green asshole!
together, and now look at me.
And it's never really been consistent whether Banner does or doesn't retain memories when he's in Hulk form. Hulk is supposed to get angrier and angrier and never lose a fight, yet Thanos knocked him out cold, and his thunderclap is powerful enough to extinguish jet fuel fire but not blow the skin off Betty Ross's bones. And when it comes to his blood in that Ed Norton Hulk film that many of us forget was even part of the MCU, Banner does cut himself and bleeds into open bottles in a factory. Ugh. Bottles that later make people ill with vague gamma sickness. One of them was Stan Lee. But while digestion of his blood may have been bad, it sounds like transfusions into the bloodstream will be okay. More than okay. This would actually be consistent with the Planet Hulk comic storyline in which Hulk's blood has healing powers, which he uses on the people of Sakaar. But considering we have seen Planet Hulk adapted for Thor Ragnarok, it's the storyline that follows Planet Hulk that I think could inspire what we will see next from Hulk in the MCU, assuming he does return in SheHulk. But before I continue, thank you to the sponsor of this video, MZ, makers of the game Crystalborn. Forget everything you know about mobile games, folks. Crystalborn is the most impressive RPG game that's on your phone. If it's not on your phone yet, it should be. Crystalborn is available on Android and iOS. With Crystalborn, you can fight unique bosses, collect exclusive heroes, and play with your friends from around the world with fully animated attacks and stunning visual effects in breathtaking arenas. And the best part, it is totally free to download. Use my link below to download Crystalborn yourself. Crystalborn is a featured top new game on the Apple App Store. My favorite character lately has been this big shirtless dude. His name's Maximoff. In a game with lots of magic swords and insane special powers, I love that Maximoff just straight up gets in people's faces and uppercuts them. After playing the game for a while, I've been able to level him up and boost his armor, so now those uppercuts are extra nasty. Maximoff and some of the other epic level characters I've been able to summon do battle on my behalf to win campaigns and in the player versus player mode. I keep tweaking my team while earning rewards. Use my link below to download Crystalborn yourself. And thanks again to MZ for sponsoring this video. So if SheHulk is going to keep Bruce Banner in the MCU as the donor of the gamma-irradiated blood that gives her powers, this makes Hulk blood a lot more valuable to this universe. Precious blood. Because now theoretically anyone could be Hulkified with a similar transfusion. That would correspond neatly to the storyline that follows Planet Hulk, World War Hulks. It's a nutso crossover event that features Hulkified versions of several Marvel heroes, Cap, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Thor, Deadpool. In World War Hulks, Red Hulk is really the key player. He's revealed to be Thunderbolt Ross. Ross used AIM in the Intelligentsia to transform himself into Red Hulk in order to fight Hulk. As Red Hulk gets angrier, he emits heat, making himself vulnerable to overheating. Red Hulk in general is just really more aggressive. He kills Abomination, he destroys a helicarrier, he causes an earthquake in San Francisco. And while all this stuff sounds crazy, the current MCU is becoming increasingly set up for a Red Hulk World War Hulks event. Thunderbolt Ross is still around in this universe? Marvel keeps bringing him back in Civil War, Infinity War, Stark's funeral, and Endgame, and now in Black Widow. Now, I have speculated that Ross could be involved in a Thunderbolt plot in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but perhaps that could end with Ross driven to experiment on himself, using gamma-irradiated blood that apparently can be plugged into anyone according to the SheHulk series. And set photos for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier have also shown Samson construction signs rebuilding the world after the snap. Now, Samson could be a nod to Doc Samson, plays a pretty big role in the World War Hulks event, and the character Samson was played by Ty Burrell in that first Hulk film. And before we say that Marvel Studios will never adapt these Hulk titles because the film rights are owned by a separate rival studio, Universal, cool those jets. Now sure, in the past, those shared rights by rival studios extended to characters related to the main title. So like for example, Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man, which also by extension gives them rights to Spider-Man related characters like Venom and Morbius. And when Fox was a separate studio, it owned the rights to the X-Men and Fantastic Four, but also by extension had Deadpool, who's a mutant, and Ego the Living Planet, who was considered a Fantastic Four villain, but through a special deal of IP swapping, Marvel was able to get special permission to use them in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. But with all this in mind, the fact that Disney Plus is doing a She-Hulk series signals that Universal's ownership of the Hulk world isn't as ironclad as we thought. Now, maybe the legal wording is looser when it comes to streaming series as opposed to theatrical releases, and legal Jen Walters found a loophole. Or maybe since She-Hulk was once a member of the Fantastic Four, Fox could have had a stronger claim to the character, and now Disney owns the Fox properties. Or maybe Universal's rights expired. Whatever the reason, rumor has it that Marvel execs aren't too worried about the Hulk rights anymore. And Mark Ruffalo has been meeting with Feige about future solo films. Really, with Ruffalo squeezing back into that mocap unitard for She-Hulk, his precious blood is now closer to streaming down all the MCU's veins. Comment down below with your thoughts on this, and for our deeper, unfiltered Marvel theories, join our official Discord server by becoming a patron of New Rockstars today at patreon.com/newrockstars. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EA Voss, follow New Rockstars, and subscribe to New Rockstars here on YouTube for breakdowns of everything you love. Thanks for watching, bye.